Hello guys, it is Jead and I've had to redo the entire intro because Neymar is back on FC26 today. As you can see on your screen, we have got a lot to talk about. I want to jump into the tokens. There's an OP Foot Champs token that's giving out Rodri's, De Bruyne's, Musiala's and all that good stuff. When can we buy these World Cup Path to Glory cards? Cover all that. The SBC and content we got yesterday, which has been insane. All the leaks and even a way to win FC27 for next year completely for free playing the World Cup Fantasy mode. Oh my god, let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. So I hope you are having a fantastic day. Hopefully you had a fantastic weekend, boys. Honestly, I'm really starting to look forward to this World Cup. That was the last weekend before the World Cup, and because of that, in the free Discord, we're going to be giving away FC27, maybe Ultimate Edition. We'll see what the bank account is saying, based on a World Cup fantasy. So get yourself in there. We'll be doing a World Cup fantasy. More on that later in the video and how to actually join. But make sure you're in the Discord ready for that. And we have got to start with SBCs. And you'll notice there is only 2 SBCs on your screen. And that is because the third one, the one you actually probably want to see what I've got to say about, is up front in my team. It is this Ferran Torres card. The Shark has come to the game, and as I'm sure you guys know, these are live cards. They could possibly go to 99 if their team wins the World Cup. We could be seeing a 99 rated Shark card. He's 6 foot, which I don't like because he's like not lengthy, but he's also not like super small and agile. 4-star, 5-star. I prefer 5-star, 4-star. I like doing skills, but still okay. But what I love about this card is the stats and the playstyles. His shooting looks brilliant. His dribbling looks brilliant. His physicals look brilliant. His passing looks good. Pace looks good. And his playstyles are really, really good. There is one very obvious thing missing, and that is, of course, game changer. If this guy can get game changer, for me, a striker on this game, those are perfect play styles. I'm guessing there's some people who would say they want enforcer, maybe like a power shot, but apart from that, what can you even argue? That is nearly a perfect play style striker. Now, of course, no game changer is annoying, but he does have 5-star weak foot, which pretty much makes up for it to a degree. And you don't play this guy on the wing, by the way. You play this guy up front. I've not tried him properly yet up front. We used someone else up front this weekend, who I'll talk about later, a little 7 million coin card. But that is such a good card. You need to go and do this SBC. He's like 250,000 coins. I think he's 4 or 5 squads. Not that hard to do with the current fodder grind on the game. Definitely a must complete because he plays for Spain. This is a card that even if you don't use him, you'll check back in a few weeks' time and you've got a 96 or a 97 Ferran Torres card. Very possibly. Spain, the single #1 favourites for the World Cup. So we've had some really good SBCs recently with Erdegaard. And who's the one we got on Friday? I can't remember. Gakpo. Gakpo is insane. This card's really good as well. Gakpo, Erdegaard and Ferran Torres, all must complete in my opinion, because they're live cards. Even if they don't get into your team right now, all must complete. We also got a Path to Glory challenge too. Once again, if you're below 50,000 coins, go and get some tradable stuff in your club with those challenges. And the other one, a 1 of 4 90 plus Encore Icon player pick. Who is still doing his Icon player picks? I don't get why EA don't just like juice these. If they made this, right, 93 plus Encore Icon player pick, it wouldn't change anything. I promise it wouldn't, because if you get Team of the Year Ibrahimovic, despite how expensive and cool that is, he doesn't get in anyone's team, right? If you get Team of the Year Hullet, despite how expensive and cool that card is, there's Team of the Season cards better. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit annoying, that's the way the meta is, but it just is. So make this 93 plus rated. No one's doing a 1 of 4 90 plus. We did one on stream yesterday, not me, on someone else's account. I didn't fail the IQ test. But it was awful. They're always awful. Don't do that. Avoid that. Do the player SBCs instead. And because I know I'm going to get asked, and it's probably everyone's main focus on the game right now, what is the best way to try and pack these Path to Glory cards like Vinny, Rodri, De Jong? That De Jong is insane. I want to get into a team review later for champs. That De Jong is broken. Here is the best pack grind, I think, right now, just from what it feels like to me, to me when I'm doing the pack grind, right? It's do the provisions always, do the dailies always, right? So provision upgrade first, into the daily upgrade, as normal, standard sets you up. Then go and do the 80 plus player pick, because, and when we talk about what is coming later on this game today, Monday is rewards day, not rewards day, upgrade day. Hopefully we get new upgrades. These expire in 7 hours, right? We need either another version of this 5 of 10 80 player pick, or another way basically to turn commons into golds. Right now, this is the only way to turn commons into gold rares apart from the standard regular gold upgrade. All we need is a team of the season crafting upgrade type thing. That is it. We still desperately need it. My dupe storage is full of commons because I don't want to put them into standard gold upgrades. But anyway, you do the 5 of 10 80 plus player pick. With all your low rated fodder, I'm actually leaning towards the double 84. I think last time I said the 1 of 3. I'm actually leaning more towards the double 84. But if you guys prefer a player pick, 6, absolutely fine. Double 84 not only makes this a bit quicker when I'm doing pale tools and like extensions, like grinding with the web app, but also you just get a little bit more cards in the club, so I prefer that. Double 84, I go and do all of that, so I rinse all my low rated fodder. So pretty much all my commons and rares are gone, just the leftover commons if I'm not doing, the regular gold upgrades. Then you go and do all the other upgrades that are out right now to get high rated fodder. So the first one is the grind upgrade. Let's do this one here first. It's really, really nice, really easy as well. And of course, the 3 times 87 to 90 as well. And then, because there's no team of the week, team of the seasons, and I want to speak about that as well when we talk about the market, there's no way to get team of the weeks or team of the seasons tradable, so they're just flying up in price. GG's if you bought them, they're like 30,000 coins each minimum. So because of that, the way I'm doing it is I'm doing 284 team of the week upgrades, which normally you can do if you do the dailies, and then with those 2 team of the weeks, I'm going and doing the 10 times 85, which I can't find. I think I did mine the other day, but I'm doing the 10 times 85. Yeah, I did mine the other day. So when you've done all your 10 times 85s using the team of the week upgrades, you then just go back to the standard grind with all your leftover fodder of doing the 10 times 84s and the double 86s. But remember, new upgrade today on Monday. So let's see what we get. The big one we need, EA, is one of 2 things. A team of the season upgrade, just an 85 rated squad to get a team of the season. EA, please, or an 86 rated squad to get a team of the season so we can get higher rated rather than using team of the weeks. And commons to rares. Just give us the team of the season crafting upgrade and call it the world's game crafting upgrade. Everyone's happy. Done. I beg that comes today. We've got nothing leaked like it, but it could just come under the radar and make the pack grind a lot better. And Evos, boys. SBC is nice with the shark, but Evos, we got none yesterday. What is going on with Evos right now? We had an amazing one, and then it's just dipped. Donovation was okay on Friday. Nothing really yesterday with a chain Evo, and then not yesterday, Saturday with the chain Evo, and then yesterday was nothing, and then hopefully today we get something big, right? What is your guys' best Evo right now on your team? Because we've got no Evo to talk about, so what has everyone got on their team? What is everyone cooking up? The only card I've done recently is this Waman, aka Silas, aka Katompa Mavumpa. He's not that good in game. I used him in Weekend League. I don't want to say it, but he wasn't that good. I hate the feeling of spending ages on a chain and they don't feel great. I'm going to keep trying him out. He's a lengthy right winger and his stats look broken, playstyles look broken. But I don't know what it is. I just didn't get along with him. So hopefully he plays a little bit better. But yeah, what is everyone's favorite Evo right now? Has everyone got a chain they're working on? And then we've got to talk about it then. Rewards, tokens, still the main #1 talking point because the yesterday's objective that we got, that everyone needs to go and do, by the way, a really nice objective because we had Path to Glory week 1, which I think only gives 30 tokens, right? That's been out for a while. And instead, they've dropped, where is it? Down the bottom there, live events, Path to Glory. There we go. The reason this is so good is 170 tokens for completing everything, 40 tokens for completing the score 10 goals, and then down the bottom, we have 90 tokens for winning 3 matches while having 4 players from Qatar or Switzerland. As you can imagine, Qatar, Switzerland players went up in price, all the standard stuff when we get these live events, especially when EA put tokens on the line. But it means that here, another 300 tokens total. But why is this so good? Because if we go to the live event, even though the menus are a little bit glitched, because it's first to 2. Evo's just got way easier. It's not quite golden goal. It's just so good, man. Solo and co-op, so you can do it with your mate, co-op. You can get tokens, great, amazing. First to 2, not only for the actual objective itself, to speedrun it, but doing Evos on this game, because again, there's so many chain Evos, especially with the new season pass as well. So a great thing to go and do Evos for. Make sure you use that while it's active. It's there for the full week. Just a great game mode to have a little bit of fun with. And I really like the requirements as well. I don't like it when there's a max rating, because I want to use my really nice cards, but having a max countries means there's a little bit of a squad builder to it, but you can still use some of your best cards. I really do like it. And it's another 300 tokens. And it means we are up to 830 of the green FOF tokens. If you don't have 830 or you've not got 830 and you've spent them or whatever, 830 is the maximum you can get right now. Let's do a little bit of a token recap so you know where you get your tokens from. But we need more tokens, right? You can get 1,000 a week, and EA said they're going to release more than 1,000 to give you different opportunities to grind them. But there's only 830 out right now, and we're not that far away from Thursday, which is when they reset. They do not reset on Friday. These tokens reset on Thursday. So here is how you get all 830 tokens if you are missing any of them. And there's a little bit of, some sneaky hidden ones. You've got, first of all, Hugo Sanchez. All these objectives here is 100 tokens. That's your first 100 tokens. Go and do the Hugo Sanchez objective. That's your first start. Then we go over to the seasonal. Is it not seasonal? It is campaign, I'm guessing. Then where's my Path to Glory week 1? There it is. And as you can see there, that is just 30 tokens. So there's our first 130 tokens. Then on the live event, if you go down to the bottom there, we've got, of course, our 300 tokens that we just spoke about. So now we're up to 430 FOF tokens. To get to 530, you've sadly got to go and get 45,000 rush points. I know that is quite sad, but there's 100 FOF tokens in the weekly rush. This is the objective that I literally never, ever complete. I think I completed it once at the start of the game. I've never touched it since for like 8 months. Sadly, I might have to go and do that to get 100 tokens, because that is how we get towards 530. And the last 300, luckily, are not all in objectives, so we can spread ourselves out a little bit. All the last 300 are right at the end in swaps. Now, what I would do if I was you, I would not go and do these straight away unless you're desperate for a reward. But I think most of us are saving for the 2,000 token Evo anyway. What I would go and do is get everything done apart from this. So get 530 tokens. And then on Wednesday night, if you've not got 1,000 tokens, EA don't release anything crazy. Just go and do as many of these as you need to get to that 1,000 limit. Hopefully, EA release 1,200, 1,300, or even 1,500 tokens, and you don't need to go and do all these swaps. It should be a last resort, and the rest of the fodder you actually, would put into these can go into Ferran Torres, Erdegaard, all the SBCs, because with the new Rivals and Champs rewards, there's not that good of an SBC like fodder grind in terms of you get no fodder from rewards. It's kind of changed, right? The most of the fodder you get is from the SBC section, rather from that like Rivals and Champs injection every single week. Because instead, what are we talking about today? What's that broken player pick? What's that insane player pick that everyone... just a sky to you. Irene, get out my way, man. Get out my way. I need to get to the store. Irene, we'll talk to you later, right? Go to the store. There's only one Champs reward I've seen even be remotely worth it. And it has nothing to do with fodder, right? No one's really taking these fodder packs. Let me know if you are, but I've just not seen anyone taking it. So as you can see, we got 11 wins in Champs, which means we got 700 tokens. And we've got 50 tokens left. So if you're a bit of a mathematician, bit of a child genius, you'll be able to tell. We spent 650 tokens, and I believe it won't be here anymore. But luckily, FUTGG has got our back, and they have all the tokens here. So can you see this one here? 650 tokens, the 3 of 12, 93 plus FOF Path to Glory Team 1 player pick. Of course, it is untradeable. This 3 of 12 player pick, now of course this won't go for everyone. It's a bit of a gamble. But it's the only reward worth taking, in my opinion, from the first set, unless you desperately need fodder or unless you really want Dani Olmo. Reece James and Ben Berhalter, not even close. Like, guys, come on, switch on. We're not taking that. Dani Olmo, I do understand, especially if you're maybe like a Barcelona fan, you're Spanish, whatever, cool. Not the most exciting card, but pretty cool, right? Get to customize your own playstyles on him. Could make him a very decent cam. All the early on ones for me are just not like worth it. I did say it the other video the other day, if you take the 10 times 83 tradables, if you really just want some coins, spam all of your tokens into that and at least discard, you'll get like 100, 200, 300k, depending on how many wins you get. Honestly, not the worst shout in the world to try and gamble and get some tradable Path to Glory cards and get some like minimum, 200, 300k. But compared to everything else, this 650 3 of 12 is so broken and so much better, and all the packs are crap because of how the weighting works on this promo. And I can be, if you were on the Twitch stream yesterday, I can be a first-hand sort of resident of this pick because we did ours, and we didn't even get that much of a dub. We just got Kevin De Bruyne in one of the three, and in one of the other three, we got this Araujo card. And I used this Araujo card in Weekend League. Meet the new best centre-back on FC26 if we're not including Evos. This guy moves different. This guy moves like Maldini if he had Van Dijk's speed. Or Maldini if he had Van Dijk's defending. Or maybe he moves like Maldini if he was as strong as Van Dijk. This guy just moves different. This Ronald Araujo card, lovely card. And we got him untradeable and buzzing. Now, Kevin De Bruyne, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. He moved awful in game when I used him on the tradable card, which of course I've now replaced with this beautiful untradeable. But I will always take a 1.8 million card in rewards, and I got both of those being like 2.5 million coins worth of rewards from my Champs rewards, and it's because of that 3 of 12. It's the only pick worth taking. If you didn't get 11 wins, maybe you save for next week, or maybe you just go out and get Dani Olmo, or you get one of the fodder picks, or those 10 times 83s I'm on about. But nothing comes close to this player pick right now. And then also, you guys on stream forced me to do a store pack, and guess what, boys? We got Rodri, the 4 million coin midfielder. I am buzzing for next week's Weekend League for the stream on Wednesday, where we might even play some Rivals, because I'm excited to use this team, genuinely excited to try out some of these new cards. And Rodri's Spanish could very easily be a 99.5 playstyle plus midfielder. So the pack look was in for us yesterday, but it's all because of that Champs pick, right? Getting 11 rewards and getting that 3 of 12 is so worth it. I have no idea what we're going to see next week with the Champs token store rewards. It feels like the token store is just everything that everyone's talking about right now. Like, no one seems to care about the rest of the game, apart from maybe some of those SBCs, because they're quite nice. And if you look at the Champions token store, you will see the store expires in 43 days, 21 hours, which I don't understand in terms of if you pick Dani Olmo and James and Berhalter, then like, do you have to choose from the rest of the rewards in the rest of the weeks? I don't really understand. The items expire in 4 days and 8 hours, so you would think they refresh, but there's no way the same packs refresh because they're team 1. I don't understand. What I think would be really crap from EA is if they just refresh everything and they just change it all to team 2. Do you know what I mean? So rather than a 10 times 93 team 1, we get a 10 times 93 team 2. I think EA should add a little bit of variety with rewards. Make each champs weekend feel a little bit unique, right? Every champs weekend, a lot of the packs are the same, so all the fodder packs at the top would stay. You don't go and change like the 10 times 83, but you change some of the player picks, you know what I mean? Change, obviously, the players. That's the obvious one. If just the players change and everything else stays the same, in my personal opinion, I think rewards are a downgrade. If they do something fun with it every single week, it's an upgrade and everyone gets really hyped by it. What I've seen from a lot of you guys talking to me on the stream yesterday was people don't really like the new change with champs tokens rewards. They think it's worse than what we had originally. They think the reward system is worse. They think the gratification of playing the game is worse, and they don't want to grind for these players or rewards objectives. Obviously, I loved that player pick and got a Araujo and De Bruyne, but I do understand where people are coming from. It's like, it feels like you get less for your money, but you just get to choose what you get. Is that better? I don't know. Some people like it. A lot of people don't like it. I think it all depends what EA do next weekend when these rewards reset, and we'll see what they're planning for the rest of the game when it comes to FUT Champs. And in terms of the actual normal token store, we're all just waiting for the Evos back. Like, no one's spending their tokens right now. Everyone's just waiting for that 500 token Evo and the 2,000 token Evo to come back. A lot of you guys asking me, Jead, when's it coming back? Why did it go? No idea. There's been no communications on it. The only thing I can think is that they messed up something visual with it, and hopefully it comes back the exact same, because both of the Evos, the 500 token one and the 2,000 token one, were broken and made me look forward to grinding this game. Now they're gone, it's like I'm a little bit scared what they're going to do with it, so hopefully they come back, but we have no information as of now. And in terms of rivals and squad battles, big news, I guess, if you were just planning on waiting for rivals to get your 200, 400 tokens for getting like the maximum rewards, if you get the 24, you get 400. Apparently, because these come back or like expire the same time that Rivals rewards come out, like if the tokens reset exactly the same time Rivals rewards come out, apparently these first Rival rewards will count towards next week's tokens. So if you were sat there at the start when I was talking about tokens and saying it doesn't matter, I'm going to get 400 from Rivals, I don't know how true this is, but apparently it looks like these are going to count towards next week's and not to finish off this week's, because they come out at the exact same time. And that would mean that you have to get 1,000 tokens before Thursday morning. You cannot rely on these Rivals tokens. Now, that would be annoying, personally, for me, because I was relying on this. But it, of course, does mean you have a 400 token head start into next week, and in the long run, might work out a little bit better. And, of course, squad battles, we don't get until Sunday, and there'll be another 400 tokens, I think. And them rewards are a lot more staggered, unlike Rivals. But I think, like, the 300, 400 tokens you get from squad battles, if you're still playing it, would go into next week rewards as well, of course, with it being Sunday. But it just means, yeah, you can't use them 400 tokens as, like, a little bit of a last injection for this week's. So, boom, I don't even know where this is going to go in the video just yet. So it looks like this is a little bit just cut in. It's because it is. Neymar is on FC26, and he is selling for 200,000 coins. We have a cam centre mid, striker left wing, which if you're smart brain like me, you realise means he's insane for Evos. He has first touch plus, which is a little bit of a shame, but it's Neymar. He's 5-star, 5-star, of course on that right foot, 5'9", can't be lengthy. Can't be lengthy. So is he going to be that good in game? Who knows? Now, 91 ball control, 90 dribbling, 90 composure are his only really noticeable stats. In game's obviously not Neymar's prime card, which I don't think we expected, but Evos exist. The fact that Evos exist, none of this almost matters. What does matter a lot, of course, are his playstyles. Now, first touch plus is a little bit of a bummer, but I'm sure people will find workarounds and be happy to use first touch plus on a 4 playstyle plus Neymar card, by the way. Don't forget, we get a finesse shot plus 4th playstyle in the season pass. So you can very likely see a Neymar with finesse, incisive, maybe a quick step or rapid, maybe a technical plus, even a low driven plus, maybe a little, I don't even know what you'd put on this Neymar. Ping plus, who knows? So many options, but Trickster is great. It's Neymar. Technical is great. Incisive obviously is really great. And first touch is probably the wasted one there, which I don't know, it's a little bit annoying. I don't think of Neymar as first touch. I think they should have just done Trickster and swapped those two around, but is what it is, I guess. Neymar, boys, who is doing an Evo on this card, right? There are some already active Evos on this card you can do right now. There's one that expires today at content, so I assume that no one's going to get this because it expires today and Neymar's probably still going to be 200k by the time this comes to the game. But this is basically a little mini chain you can then put into the final history of 10 Evo, which would get finesse shot low driven, 93, 94, 85, 95, 90. Now, don't worry too much about this chain here because no one will be able to do him. The point is, this is the sort of card you can look at on this game right now with Neymar if you can get him. Right now, he's extinct. I had to snipe this one, not even to buy him, just to show you guys on the market, the one I was showing you there. But look at the state you could get Neymar already. Like, sort of team of the season level. This is a very quick chain, not in detail. There's so many better ones. I'm going to get a short up very soon of the best chain for Neymar. And in a few days, when it's been out for a little while and we see his price, we will talk about the best chains for this Neymar card. Because I know so many people are hyped to use him. But boys, is anyone going to go out there and try and snipe themselves, well, not first owner, but a Neymar card? Or if you're smart like me, I'm quite smart, I like to think of myself, this Brazilian international card, who, by the way, might struggle to get chemistry on, but, you know, there's so many chem cosmetics, it doesn't really matter. If you're a smart little bunny like me, you might have realised a couple of things, right? One, there's loads of things in the token store that give lots of gold players, or even the store packs, if you want to go try and spend store packs on Neymar. But more, if you're like me and you're not going to go and waste your tokens, then what you realise is we have a 1 of 3 83 plus player pick. Not that one. This one, the 1 of 3 80 plus summer tournament pick, which, of course, is super, super cheap to do. It is only 4 players, 4 rare players, and Neymar is an 83 rated. Now, I don't know what the weight of these are going to be, to giving out Neymar and other 83 rated cards, but you can do like hundreds of these if you just spam upgrades, and I know I might be doing this on stream on Wednesday. We're going to be going for a first owner Neymar Zito card to join the club just by spamming these player picks and opening as many packs as we can. 84 doubles. I don't know where this is going to go in the video, but I speak in this video about how 84 doubles are better than 1 of 3s. They still are, by the way. I still prefer 84 doubles. But if you're chasing this Neymar card, maybe you do the 1 of 3 83 plus summer tournament cards. But boys, let me know down below. Do you even care? Or are you someone that's going to use Claudia Pina, FIFA, and all the regular cards you've been using? Because, of course, Neymar is not lengthy. Me personally, I'm going to try and get Neymar in my team for next FUT Champs. But let's talk leaks. Let's talk market. Let's talk all that good stuff. Because we want to buy some of these Path to Glory cards, and we want to buy them pretty soon. A lot of them are getting very hyped already. Some of the cards have started to fly. Some of them are sitting pretty and not moving too much. And we could see them crash a little bit more, depending on if EA do sort of guaranteed Path to Glory tradable pack or anything in the SBC section in the next few days. So let's talk about it. I just remembered that last video I told you guys I'm going to show you a Maradona glitch or whatever. I can't remember what I said, and then didn't show you it. Not because I'm sly, just because I forgot because I'm an idiot. All it is, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen right now, it kind of went viral on TikTok, is that you don't need Hugo Sanchez, Good, Muller, Carlos Alberto. You don't need these cards to get Maradona. All you need to do is play a game with these cards, and it works in co-op. So in theory, in a couple of weeks' time, if you have a friend who has Sanchez, Muller, Alberto, Okocha, and Alawarian, he has all of them, and you play one co-op game with that friend, that's it, you would get Maradona. You would have played one game with just all those cards in that guy's team, like your mate's team, and you will get Maradona. I think EA are going to keep this. I don't know whether I like it or don't like it, because it obviously takes away from the people who've grinded to get Hugo Sanchez legit. But it also means that you can come on the game in a couple of weeks' time and get Maradona in one game, especially on like a second account. You could do a Maradona to Glory from your main to second account or something cool like that. Interesting, but yeah, I wonder if EA are going to patch it, but I don't even know if it needs patching. I think it's kind of intentional. Let's talk about leaks then, boys, and let's talk about what we got coming to the game, because there's not actually too many leaks we need to go over. The first one is just a FUT accountant tweet, which is what alerted me to this, but yeah, Rivals rewards are for next week. They come out at the exact same time, so it would make sense, but it's just a little bit annoying, man. I was waiting for Rivals tokens to boost me up to the 1,000, but no, apparently they are going towards next week. So that is something to keep an eye on. We've then got the Ferran Torres possible upgrade path. Now, I know this has nothing to do with like right now on the game, but because we got so little leaks, I thought I would show this. This is why I'm trying to say do SBCs. Now, I don't think you're going to get a 99 Erdegaard and probably not even a 99 Gakpo, as sad as that is. But we could be getting a 99 Ferran Torres, and look at the possible stats. Not exaggerated, just what the card would look like. Of course, it would be in about, August at this point, but you guys get what I mean. It's cool to have a 5 playstyle plus 99 card that you could do right now as an SBC. On a more sort of negative note, we've got this tweet here from this guy. I don't know who this guy is, but he went kind of viral with this tweet. You can see there, he's got like thousands of likes. He went kind of, I don't know who this guy is, but he's probably drop him a follow, right? But just realised, what if EA give 99 agility as Gakpo's first upgrade so he can't be lengthy? This guy's cooking again. I don't know who this is, but honestly, if they do this, because basically, if you don't know, the first win a team gets, the first upgrade they get is 99 substat. Not a 99 stat, but a substat, one of the in-game stats. EA could give this Gakpo card 99 agility. And if you don't know, this Gakpo card is only as good as he is because he's lengthy. And everyone hates lengthy. Everyone hates it's a meta. He's not only good because he's lengthy, but he's only as good as he is. He's only that good. He's only broken. He's only in everyone's team because he can be lengthy with a marksman. If EA give this guy 99 agility as a substat, this guy goes from being a great SBC to a really, really average SBC. And I just think that's quite funny that EA could definitely do that. Now, of course, it means maybe he plays better up front as a striker, maybe, because obviously then he doesn't need to be lengthy as much. And you could use him up front with that finesse, rapid, incisive, and, you know, could be broken, could be really, really nice. But I just think it'd be funny if EA do that on purpose and somehow make a card worse with upgrades like they love to do. They did it with Sar's Road to the Final, Chwinga's Fantasy card, I think with 2 of the other cards they've done it to this year. And they could do it to Gakpo as well. So keep an eye on that. When you're doing Path to Glory cards that are lengthy, because he won't be the only one, keep an eye out for them getting 99 agility if their team does win a game. And what SBC have we probably got coming today? Well, I think it could easily be that boy there, Lucas Paqueta. Not an official card. Let me go grab his official card. It could also be Mazraoui, Richards. We could also get some of the other cards, right? But there was 4 big SBCs in this promo that we've seen leaked. It was Ødegaard, Ferran Torres, Gakpo, and Paqueta. We've already obviously had Gakpo, Ødegaard, and Ferran Torres, which would just leave that Lucas Paqueta card. Does anyone need an attacking centre mid, or does anyone want an attacking centre mid with that rapid plus? We had a look at this guy's card the other day, in not yesterday's, but the day before his video. He doesn't look as good as Ødegaard in terms of stats and play styles, but he does play for Brazil, and he will have 5-star skills, and it is Lucas Paqueta, and he should be a lot cheaper as well because of the stats. Also has 90 physical, 87 defending, so you can actually use him as a centre mid. You don't need to worry about him not being defensive enough. I think for me, it's going to be another must complete. I don't know. They're live cards. It's the World Cup, man. Just get hyped for the promo. Live cards, World Cup. You can do these cards, put them on your reserves, not even look at them, and then maybe they get an upgrade and go to a 99 substat. And this guy's 99 substat might be finishing, could be passing, could be something about pace, could be like a defending substat. Maybe he gets 99 interceptions, and all of a sudden, people are loving this Lucas Paqueta card. So just go and do these cards when they come out. Fodder is a scarce resource with the new way rewards work. But I think the first 4 SBCs will be the only ones worth doing this week. I don't think we're going to get a good player SBC Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You're fine about that. It'll just be these ones, and then we reset and go again for Path to Glory Team 2 next week on Friday. And yeah, in tomorrow's video, speaking of that, we should be getting leaks tomorrow for the Path to Glory Team 2. Maybe not. Leakers normally drop it today or even tomorrow morning, but we should be getting some Path to Glory leaks for Team 2 tomorrow, if that's what you guys are waiting for. Maybe even the Friday SBC. And EA normally like to try and make Team 2 better than Team 1, just to bring hype back, right? Everyone's already hyped for Team 1, so EA then go again for Team 2, make it even more hyped, and we could see a crazy Team 2 with some crazy, crazy players. Maybe a Messi or Ronaldo. We really want a Messi or Ronaldo Path to Glory SBC. And also, what is happening with that Neymar card that we keep speaking about? But yeah, that's the leaks for today. Let's see what we end up getting, and let's jump into market. When can we buy some of these Path to Glory cards? Let's start with the freest coins of the week. If anyone is here, it's below 1 million coins. Look in the top right. Are you below 1 million coins? If that is you, honestly, I don't understand why more people don't do this every single video. If you're wondering why it's the same every single video, it's because it works every single time. 85s are at discard. Oh my God, go and check the graph. Like every single time I've said this, they've gone to 1.4 thousand coins minimum. Now, if you want, once again, buy them at discard, go all in. You got 2 options. Wait until Tuesday or Wednesday when they might go up to 2 and above 1,000 coins, and you can triple or maybe even quadruple your coins if they go a little bit higher. Or if you want, just wait until content every single day and keep selling them on lazy. Sell them at 1.3 to 1.7 thousand coins. You will double your coins, and you can buy them again every single morning on bids, and just rinse and repeat. And if you're someone who's not actively trading right now, you just want some coins for EVOs, coins for SBCs for Ferran Torres, just do this and you are fine, right? We're in June. You don't need to stress about trading as much as you normally do, but Path to Glory is a little bit of fun. But 85s are just broken. Now, in terms of the rest of the fodder, normally, I've said for a while, we don't look at high-rated fodder towards the end of the year, but we've never also had Rivals and Champs awards like this at the end of the year. And when these were about 3,000 coins the other day, it's sad that I didn't do a video yesterday. I wanted to speak about it, but I didn't have time for a video. I wouldn't have said go out all in the vest, but I was looking at these cards at 3.4 and thought these are guaranteed rises surely, and sure enough, 4.3 thousand coins. Now I think if you can get these guys back below 4,000 coins on bids, this is 89s we're talking about, below 4,000 coins on bids, it could be fine. What worries me a little bit is that we've just got that Paqueta SBC, and then obviously no more hyped players until the end of the week. Now we could get some crazy gamble SBCs, some guaranteed Path to Glory stuff, and these do really, really well. My thoughts here is Rivals rewards won't give any fodder. We won't get any more rewards from champs, right? No one's really taking fodder rewards. I don't know where people are getting fodder from. I think 89s, unless EA change something quickly, could still be fine to buy, and I will be looking at getting them just a little bit under what they are now. Try and get as many as you can, right? You got to buy them in mass, but maybe even just under 4,000 coins, or maybe you wait till content today if you want to gamble it and think that we're going to get no hyped, you know, SBC or Paqueta is going to be too cheap or too expensive or whatever. Maybe you wait then if they drop a little bit. But 89s and 85s are the 2 I'm looking at right now, because 90s are all the way up at 10,000 coins. 89s at 3k were just too cheap, and they've already started to climb a little bit. Team of the weeks and team of the seasons are just off the charts. They're just getting towards 30,000 coins at like any rating. Even team of the weeks are. It is stupid. stupid. EA need to do some sort of supply for them. But GG's if you somehow had Team of the Weeks and Team of the Season still. I would sell them now because I think EA will drop some sort of supply soon. We've still got the guaranteed Team of the Season pack in the pack code. God knows when that's coming. But there's loads of ways to make coins right now anyway, so which is really, really nice. If we jump into the Path to Glory squad, number one, which will work for absolutely everyone, and actually the one that I think I'm most excited about, even though it's the most boring, and I'll try and explain why. But basically, because these are live cards and because it's the World Cup and because it's so hyped, I think you've got such a good chance if you just buy all these discard cards at fodder prices at discard and then just lazy sell them. You're going to make free coins. Buy 100 cards every single time. Split your bets. Don't buy 100 of one. And buy cards have a decent chance of, going up for the reasons, right? I really like this Wolf card because Premier League lengthy left back with an anchor is so brilliant right now. Chemistry is not as important, of course, but still, Premier League lengthy left back. He's, of course, missing Bruiser and Quickstep, hence why he's 12,000 coins. But even so, Norway are a little bit of like an underdog hype nation in the tournament. He's a Premier League left back who's lengthy. He's a new card. He'll go out of packs. These cards are quite rare, especially when they go out of packs. I think him, for example, as a discard lazy sell is great. Similar to Johan Wissa. Of course, DR Congo are not exactly the favourites of the World Cup. You never know. They're not exactly favourites, but this guy's got beautiful play styles, beautiful in-game play styles, beautiful stats, and he's only 15,000 coins. If you can get these just below the prices, all the cards I'm saying, you'll be able to get them just below on bids. So, for example, Wissa instead of 15, get 13 to 14, right? Instead of Wolf paying like that full 14k price, you can see he's there. Get these 12,750s on snipes and bids, right? Get the prices just below. But all these cheap cards, even Pasalic, Croatia will pretty much guarantee get out the group. Now I've said that they won't, right? Watch, but Croatia will almost certainly get out the group. If this guy gets out the group and gets an upgrade and gets a fourth playstyle plus, he will not be 14,000 coins. He might only be 20,000 coins. But if you buy 1,000 of him, then it's a lot of coins. It adds up, right? These really cheap ones, honestly, not as exciting as buying Vinicius Jr., but I get it. But they do well every single time. And another one that people have looked at, and of course, because of that, he's already up in price a little bit. But Gonzalo Ramos, you might have missed a low point on this card. He was below 30,000 coins at some point at 27 at his absolute low, and now he's 36. If you see one more dip on this card before he goes out of packs, maybe a little 30,000 coin there. Portugal are huge, like underdog favourites, like, hippie favourites, if you want to call it that, behind Spain and France and stuff, because they've got the best midfield in the entire tournament. And this Ramos card, again, with a fourth playstyle plus a couple extra stats, could be a hugely underrated card when he finally goes out of packs, because I know that he's in every single player pick that everyone's ever opened. So finally, he'll be going out of packs. If we move up to some of the more expensive cards, this is when you've got to start timing your buys a little bit more. And all I would say now is these cards have started to fly. These cards I'm about to talk about, you can buy them from now, as soon as you're watching this video. Just try and buy them on a low point. They fluctuate each day. Try and buy them on a low point before the World Cup starts. That is it. Your last day to buy is Thursday. You can start buying now. Just buy them at a low point. And these are my favourite cards. Number one, we have got Simeone, or on the game, I think he's called Giuliano, something different. He's 100,000 coins. Honestly, yes, he has Game Changer Plus. Look at the playstyles and stats on this guy. Perfect shooting playstyles, perfect passing playstyles, near perfect ball control. He has that quick step plus. Maybe literally missing just press proven. That is literally it. And obviously game changer, you'd rather be white than a plus. 96 pace. He's only got 90 shooting, but the only reason for that is he should actually have 95 shooting. It's just because all the bottom stats don't really, add up. He should actually have like 95 shooting. Passing stats, again, beautiful. It's his free kick and curve bringing it down. Dribbling is beautiful. This guy looks broken, and guess what? He's Argentinian. I'm sure they will do pretty okay in this World Cup, right? I'm sure Argentina will be fine. And he's only 100,000 coins. He looks brilliant as a sit on, just buy a lot of them, sit and hold, and wait till later. He looks brilliant. I love Alphonso Davies. Now, he's too expensive to buy right now. You really want this card at 550, but he could just keep going higher. Like, what you don't understand with this Alphonso Davies card is, one, he plays on Friday. He plays super soon, so there's a lot of hype early on. One of the host nations, but with an architect, this is the best lengthy left back in the entire game. We're talking better than Team of the Year Nuno, Team of the Season Nuno Mendes. We're talking better than any Oosterwolde Evo in theory. Now, I'm sure Oosterwolde probably plays better in game, but you get the point, right? 97 pace, 97 physical, lengthy left back. Alphonso Davies, not exactly a non-known card, by the way. Actually has decent attacking stats if you want to use him as an overlapping left back. This guy, I can see having the potential to go towards 1 million coins with a few upgrades because he's best in position. And when a card is best in position in game, the sky's the limit because people are just willing to pay more. And he's super rare as well. He is my number one pick for a favourite card, with, of course, one glaring problem. He's Canadian. That is a problem. I do get that, and I factored that in, hence why he's only 580,000 coins. If this guy was called Alfonso L. Davies Cesate and he was Spanish, then maybe he would be like 1 million coins already. But he's Canadian, so he's not, right? But he's another great one. Pulisic, another fantastic pick if you can get him towards 250,000 coins. But he could just keep rising as well. USA plays super soon on Friday, Saturday. It's like overnight UK time. Brilliant playstyles, brilliant playstyle pluses, apart from Tiki, which I'd rather be a white playstyle, but ungodly shooting stats, can be controlled or explosive, huge hype, LeBron James of soccer. It's obviously the USA World Cup. He is amazing. Another one to look out for. I think could do really, really well. And my other big favourite pick is Rubdish. Now again, this guy's been as low as like 250, 230,000 coins. He's Portugal. Amazing hype centre-back, one of the best centre-backs on the game. He plays better in-game than his stats look, which is great. People sort of clock onto those cards a little bit later. This guy plays brilliant. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the pros start to really like this card. I think Araujo's better. I use both. I think Araujo is better. This guy's still great. Again, 290 is a bit high, but he could just keep going, right? Portugal have huge hype for this World Cup. One of the best centre-backs on the game. Great play styles. Great in-game feel to win with the shadow. Honestly, really good card. He's another one. Now, apart from that, you're looking at the really expensive cards, and the really expensive cards, to me, are much more like gambling than they are like trading. However, feel free to gamble. We're in that stage of the game. What I mean by that is, Saka will have hype behind him, and I'm sure can rise from 2.8 to 3.1, 3.2. But the big cards are the ones like, if you guys remember Vinicius Jr.'s card in, I think, FIFA 23 World Cup, had a massive rise before the game and a massive crash afterwards. The way these big cards work is, they have huge, because they're so rare, they have huge spikes and dips. So they're much more like gambling than trading. But if you've got 5+ million coins, and only if you've got 5+ million coins, I would look at all the expensive cards. And they're all pretty much the same, right? Because all the cards work the exact same. They rise up in the hype for a game, and then you sell them, and then they either go up more if they win, crash if they lose. But everything, right? Everything with this promo, unless you are buying the super cheap discard cards, it's all about selling in the hype. I'm going to say that on every single video now for the next 2 weeks. So get used to it. Every single Twitch stream for the next 2 weeks. Get used to it. If you've got a De Jong card and he's gone up a couple 100,000 coins, like you can see here, this card, by the way, I think is the best centre mid on the game. I used him in Weekend League. He's broken. And you've got a couple 100,000 coins profit out of him. Sell him. Do not hold that card. Sell him if there's a game on, right? You're like a Netherlands game. I think these cards are going to be all about selling in the hype, buying when they are then not hyped. Maybe they lose a game. What I would keep an eye out for, by the way, is the way the upgrades work and the way this World Cup works. If any of the big cards, right, try and keep this information in the back of your mind. If any of the big cards or big nation cards lose their first game and get panic sold, buy them. Buy them because it is so easy to get out the group stages with just one win in this World Cup because of how many teams qualify with all the third place stuff. If De Jong and the Netherlands lose their first game, and let's say in theory went from 3.5 to 2.5 million coins, buy that card and wait for him to hype up for the next game. That is it. Now, always check the fixtures. If Netherlands' next game was 1960s Brazil, gonna have less chance for hype than if they play current day San Marino. But still, you guys get the point, right? Buy if they crash. Now, we're going to talk about how you can win FC27 Ultimate Edition or, for the World Cup Fantasy, all that good stuff. Now, very quickly, want to know what I've been doing on the game with trading because we're currently at 27 million coins. Well, I lost all my coins in tax. We used this team with Vinicius Jr., De Bruyne, who we packed, Araujo, who we packed, Ruben Dias, Musiala, De Jong, all those good cards. Now, if you guys want to know, a little mini review, who do you want to try out, right? Who do you want to use in this game? Vinicius Jr. is literally worth the coins. He is broken. De Jong is the best central midfielder on the game, but I've not used Rodri yet. I will happily use my first owner one. Musiala's broken. Musiala on new gen just has these nice animations. I don't know what it is with the technical because he's taller. Has brilliant RB dribbling. Feels broken. And meet the new best centre-back in the game. Araujo was brilliant. De Bruyne was a massive fraud, by the way. Huge fraud. But because I've packed him first owner, he will be getting a second chance in the BigJead club. But yeah, apart from that, he was actually a bit crap. And in terms of the rest of the team, my Nan is still the best goalkeeper on the game. I'm dead serious. If you get annoyed at your goalkeeper, go and try my Nan. We've got Red Vitinha in the team as well. Honestly, still up there with De Jong as the two best centre mids. Like, De Bruyne doesn't get close to them. Other cards I've used don't get close. He is still ridiculous. And I'm sure his UCL one, even though it's 5 times the price, is even better. And the Gakpo SBC, didn't like him as much as I liked him on Friday. He's already starting to wear down on me, but he's still a lengthy left winger with perfect play styles. So he's still really, really good. And if you've not done the Gakpo SBC and you've got a left wing spot on your team open, I would recommend going and putting Gakpo in there. But yeah, let's do World Cup Fantasy and winning FC27. So I thought for a bit of fun for the summer, World Cup starts in a couple of days. So I know it's a little bit last minute, but I think, and this is not confirmed, I don't want to promise anything, but I'm pretty sure it's going to happen, right? In the Discord, I'm going to make a separate channel. You can find the free Discord link in the description. No sign up, no weird crap, right? I'm sure a lot of you guys are in there by now. All we're going to do is, we're going to have a rule where we build a fantasy team, 1 team per player. We'll try our best to audit that. Maybe you have to put your Discord name against it or something like that, right? 1 team per player. Build a fantasy team. We're going to have our own little mini G league thing. And whoever wins, I'm going to gift FC27 for next year. And I just think, what a way in this community, because we've got one of the best communities around. Everyone else is toxic. I've seen a lot of the big creators have hugely toxic communities. You guys are great, right? So We're going to do that. It's going to be a load of fun in the Discord. We'll have one dedicated channel where you're just talking about World Cup, like the real life World Cup and World Cup fantasy. And we'll see who's got the biggest World Cup ball knowledge, who will be getting FC27 next year. We did the same for FC26, but instead of that, we did a spin the wheel giveaway. And what a better way to do it than doing a crappy spin the wheel giveaway for next year, a World Cup fantasy. Now, again, I'm going to have to try and find some rules on it so you guys aren't just copying the YouTubers, because I know some people will. We'll try and have some rules on it, but I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm really, really looking forward to it. So get yourself in there. And I think this Wednesday, do not miss this Wednesday's Twitch stream. We'll be building my team live on stream with you guys helping me or discussing players. I think we'll do a normal Ultimate Team stream for the first few hours, and then the last 2 hours of Wednesday stream, 8 to 10 p.m. UK, the second half of the stream. We'll be building our World Cup draft for the FC27 giveaway. What do we get if I win it? If I win the whole thing, I might win it, and then do I get FC27? I don't know, man. That should be loads of fun for the summer, though, so get yourself in there. And yeah, boys and girls, go and have a fantastic rest of your week. Subscribe to the channel if you are new for the rest of the World Cup content. Some of you won't be subscribed, and you think you are, and you're not. Subscribe if you are new. But boys, have a fantastic rest of your week. Enjoy the World Cup. I'll be speaking to you tomorrow in the next video. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you all in a bizzle.